Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of 100 Yards Football Sports Talk Radio. I'm your host and producer for this NFL Draft News Update, Logan Landers. And today is our Friday edition of the show. We're going to be talking about some of the events that have happened over the last couple of days in the NFL world. And most importantly, as we get geared up for the draft, which is now at the time of this recording, 6 days away. It's going to be taking place on Thursday. Next Thursday, it's going to be April the 24th. We're going to be doing coverage here on the show, as you all know, 8 o'clock Eastern is when that's going to start on our Facebook and our YouTube channels. And of course, after the draft is over, you can hear our audio version of it. It's going to be on our Spotify or Apple Podcast or anywhere you enjoy listening to shows like that. That's thanks to the Believe Podcast Network for helping us out and getting that put up each and every single week. So before we kind of get into some of the NFL draft news, we're going to talk real quickly about Kyren Lacy, and it's a very sensitive subject, obviously. And for those who may not be aware, he's a young man who unfortunately passed away over the weekend at the age of just 24. He was dealing with some legal issues prior to the draft, and was just a great receiver at LSU. Unfortunately, got into some bad judgments and not great decisions, and unfortunately just ended up taking his life on over the weekend. So, thoughts and prayers out to his family, his loved ones, and all those who were in his life that are affected by his passing over the weekend. So, I just want to get out there first and foremost, since I didn't mention it on the Monday show. So, just get it out the way here on this Friday. And now we're going to get into the just traditional NFL draft news that we've been doing here on the show for about last week or so. And looking at the NFL draft over the last really week, right? Really since like Sunday or Monday. Not a whole lot. We've just kind of been, obviously, just going to be a lot of rumors before we get to the draft next week. I'm just going to look at one real quick here. I see that the Philadelphia Eagles, as we know, the reigning defending Super Bowl champions, have lost some talent, obviously, in the offseason with a bunch of guys leaving and getting big money contracts, going to other programs and other teams. But I have seen rumors, and I think a lot of people have also, they are looking for a defensive player to fill one of those gaps, and they're going to go to the SEC. They're going to go to Ole Miss, and there's some looks that they could go and grab Walter Nolan. So, as we know, since Philadelphia won the Super Bowl, they have the 32nd overall pick in the first round, and there are some chatter there. There is some talk that Philadelphia might trade and move up in the draft in order to get Walter Nolan, the very impressive defensive tackle out of Ole Miss. We've done draft prospect videos on him, so just check out the channel. You can see our full thoughts on him. Now, another team as well, the Las Vegas Raiders, a team who has been kind of struggling in recent years and trying to really just make a presence in the offseason and the playoffs. There has been some talks as well that, Colton Miller, their left tackle, he hasn't been at voluntary workouts due to contract talks. There are some rumblings that he could either get traded or the Raiders might draft a offensive tackle and in his spot. And some names I've seen thrown around are going to be Will Campbell out of LSU and Armand Membao. So just a couple of names there that could work as well. On the defensive side, going back to there, we're going to go to New England now with the Patriots, a team who has been busy this offseason. They're looking at defensive line prospects, and Abdul Carter is going to be up there, of course. But another interesting name is going to be Mason Graham to help out that team. So just another some guys who they're looking at that could potentially get drafted next week. The Chiefs, as we know, Kansas City Chiefs have been one of the best franchises since 2020, since this current decade. It seems like they are looking to bolster their offensive line as well. Some guys that I've seen are going to be like Josh Simmons or Josh Connerly Jr., just a handful. Also, Trey Smith as well, a guy who's getting comparisons to Tyler Booker. So just a couple of names there that could help out and that could look good there for the Kansas City Chiefs. And, we'll see what happens with those guys. And as we know, the NFL draft coming up April 24th, going to be live at 8 o'clock Eastern here in Georgia, where we're filming live from. And Guys, like I said, you can check all of us out, Facebook, YouTube, every single week. Go check out our draft prospects, all the ones we've done so far. Go check out our interviews we've done each and every single week. And also, like I said, we got the live draft, 8 o'clock Eastern, next Thursday. It's going to be a great show. A lot of great guys on the program talking about the draft picks. Going to have some nice graphics on the screen, so we'll have, be visually appealing. And it's just going to be a fun time. So we look forward to seeing you all next week in preparation of the NFL Draft live show. So until Monday, guys, enjoy your weekend. Take it easy. And until Monday, we'll see you again on another episode of 100 Yards of Football.